Lefty. Hi, guys.
How you doing? Alright, so, by popular demand, we're going to be talking about the Deadpool movie today.
Spoiler!
Yeah, there's definitely going to be spoilers because it was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, pause this video, go see it. Yes, right now. Pause the video, go see the movie, come back, press play.
We don't care if you have a car or not, you're going to actually have to go outside, barefoot or no, run or walk to the theater, sit down, watch it, in true Deadpool fashion, whatever the hell you're wearing at the moment.
Yep.
And enjoy the movie, come back and watch us.
Exactly. Ryan Reynolds approves. So, getting to the movie. Alright, so this movie, I was ready to believe the hype. I'm one of the few people who actually enjoyed the Wolverine Origins movie. I thought it was really good, minus maybe like 10-15 minutes at the end. If you slept through those, it was the best movie you ever saw. Minus the 10-15 minutes at the end, where they didn't even bother to use Ryan Reynolds, they used somebody else, and screwed up Deadpool completely. If you were annoyed by this, you are going to love this new movie. Ryan Reynolds pokes a lot of fun at it. He pokes a lot of fun at Green Lantern. He pokes a lot of fun at himself.
He pokes a lot of fun at everything. He's true Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
There's one point where another character says to him, I'm going to take you to see the professor. And he goes, Stewart or Malkovoff? This timeline thing's so confusing.
I like to, there's a certain point where he goes, I guess we can only see 2 X-Men. We don't have the budget for any more.
No. This great big mansion, I only see 2 of you. It's like the studio couldn't afford another X-Men.
There you go. They just ripped fun at everything. And it was great. This was what needed to happen. Just go nuts, give them the R rating, go crazy with this. That whole PG-13 scare, they even poked fun about that. The movie was great. I loved it. I loved it. As a Deadpool fan, as an X-Men fan, as a Marvel fan, this was a movie done right. This was a movie years in the works, and Ryan Reynolds never gave up on it, and I gotta give him so much credit for that. And I love the fact that, I don't know if you guys know this, but he stole the Deadpool suit.
Everyone knows that by this point.
I know, but the story is just so amusing that apparently he's walking off set in it, and they're saying, would you like to change? No. And then in an interview, he said, I've been waiting 11 years for this, or 10 years for this movie. There's no way in hell I'm not leaving this set without a fucking suit. I'm like, that's great! He wanted to see this happen almost more than anyone else. And good for him.
And he does it justice. There are obvious, if you're a Deadpool fan, there are obvious changes to the origin story, how it's done. Those changes don't truly matter. They did the key points that are essential to the Deadpool character exactly right. Like, he got his name from washing detergent. 90% of this movie is one-liners. You cannot watch this movie and be expecting a deep dialogue scene, because usually there isn't. It gets broken up with just Happy Women's Empowerment Day.
Oh man.
Oh, and that scene, that whole sequence of scenes. Anara. She's also in Gotham. She's also been in V. She's been in a lot of things. She's a great actress. She's beautiful. You got to see her hiney.
What's other things? The actors, the casting was perfect. I enjoyed every character. I loved Ajax. I love how they poked fun at Negasonic Teenage Warhead, where Deadpool just reacts with, "That is the coolest name I have ever heard. We should trade." I'm like, there you go. Why not? Colossus was perfect.
Certain people I know don't like the way he looked in the movie. They said he was too bulky, too weird. And I'm like, it's Colossus.
I thought he was perfect. I like Blind Al. I loved Weasel. Oh man, he was so good. The thing I want the most after leaving the theater, aside from I want to see it again, I want the Blu-ray copy of this movie so I can see what got cut. Because you know there's going to be at least a half hour of special features of them just goofing around and having a great time.
Hell, there's probably going to be one solid scene in there that is going to be just too vulgar, even for a rated R rating, that they had to go, but come on! The studio's like, no, we're giving you too much leeway as it is. No!
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
They used the R feature to the fullest extent. And to all the parents and people out there who brought their children to see this movie, you're idiots. I don't care if you unsubscribe or whatever and don't leave comments, but leave us alone forever. That will actually make me happy. Because someone of your intelligence level going to a rated R movie and have the gall to say that they should have warned us, go away. Do the human race a favor. Go hide yourself in a ditch and stay there.
Really getting into character, are we? Fact of the matter is, yeah, it is an R-rated movie, and it doesn't matter if you're, but my kid is really mature. It's an R-rated movie. Like, if you were a kid in my generation, you got to go see any R-rated picture, like one of those slasher movies or whatever, and you wound up with like nightmares and stuff like that, you were told to walk it off. You were told, you went to go see it. Terms of service. You knew what you were getting into. And people are going, oh, I can't believe Deadpool cursed so much. My kids were shocked. Why were your kids there? How did they get in?
Have you ever read the comics? Have you ever seen any interpretation of the character? Even in the Ultimate Spider-Man, where it's a P, it's like a G setting. It's like for kids. He goes around killing people and talking about it like it's fun. Even in a kid's show. Oh, that's the level of character you have, and you're putting him in an R setting.
Deadpool is a very interesting character, in my opinion, because there's a lot more than everyone gives him credit for. Everyone's like, oh, well, he's just a psycho, he's just a... I got to read a lot about him from the comics, and there's a lot of cool stuff about him that a lot of people don't take into consideration. He has a soft spot for kids. Him and the Punisher meet up, and the Punisher doesn't have any problem with him. He's like, yeah, whatever. Good job, Wade.
Oh, well, except for the time when Punisher tried to kill him repeatedly. And when it didn't take, it was kind of getting annoying.
I loved the, right at the end, if you stay, well, it's a Marvel movie. You didn't stay for the credits. You've done something wrong. These have been coming out for years. You should have figured this out by now. But stay for the end for the credits, and you get rewarded with a really, really funny spoof at Matthew Broderick. Oh wow, really?
Why would you pull that out of your ass if you don't know the name of the movie?
I do know the name of the movie. I just blanked on it.
You're still here. The movie's over. You need to go. That bit.
First Bueller's Day Off. There you go. I needed to take a bite. That was clearly the issue. I didn't have enough fuel yet.
Well,
really funny stuff.
It's a great movie. But at the same time, there's really not a whole lot to say about it. We've said pretty much everything that you really need.
Yeah.
There's cursing, movies, butts.
Yeah. I mean, we warned you about spoilers, but that doesn't matter. We really didn't say anything. Because here's the thing about the movie. If you're coming here for a plot, dialogue, you're leaving a little lacking. If you're here for the spectacle, if you're here to see a funny movie to really just enjoy and have fun with, you're getting what you paid for. In spades. It's great.
And I have to say this as a former martial artist and someone who's been building a martial arts studio for the last 2 weeks. They both Ryan Reynolds, if that was him in the suit the entire time, great. And the guy who played Ajax, they really worked hard on choreographing those fight scenes and making it feel real. They did a phenomenal job with those fights. There's a few moments where they're doing spin kicks, flipping over each other, and they're doing moves that you actually use if you're that skilled, not the typical movie trope of doing flashy movements for flashy sake. No, someone's swiping a bladed axe at your legs. You're good, and you have katanas. You're going to jump, spin, and try to slash at the same time. It's not flash. It's functional.
Practicality.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, I especially like the part where he stabbed a guy and couldn't get his katana out, so he just jumped on either side of the blade, stomping it through, and then running at
I was the pizza scene at the beginning. That was ripped right from the comic, like names and everything. That I love. I love throwbacks. Marvel, if you're watching this, Disney, Fox, check this out. Look at the numbers Deadpool is pulling in. Deadpool kept 100% with the comic. Okay, 90% with the comic. You let actors who wanted to be in the picture be in the picture. You let it be essentially a fan project gone wild. You threw a real budget at it, and you gave it an appropriate rating. Not every movie needs an R rating.
No.
Some of them don't. Like, guess what?
A true Punisher movie, yes.
Yeah. But you know what? Warzone was trash. I hated it. There was nothing redeeming about that movie. The one prior to it with
John Travolta?
Yeah, the John Travolta one. Because that's the only one. Thomas Kane? I think that's his name. We'll edit this in later. But, no, we're not. That one I loved. Yeah, it was cheesy as hell, but it was good. And if you really like Punisher, do yourself a favor. Check out Punisher Laundry Day. It's on YouTube. It's really good.
Alright, the point is...
I'll throw a plug. I don't give a shit. The point is, some series, read the comics. Flip through them. If you can't be bothered to, let somebody who's interested in it take hold of the project. Ryan Reynolds loved Deadpool. He wanted to be Deadpool. He wanted to take this entire project forward. What was the result? You got a phenomenal movie that made you money hand over fist. And things like DC's Superman. Oh, we're going to make it gritty and dark. Why? It's Superman. Well, you've done dirt.
A more important contrast to make this point more noticeable. Fantastic Four, the most recent remake. Don't get me wrong.
It was
awesome. I'm perfectly okay if a director or a person taking an old story and doing something completely new with it. I'm perfectly okay with originality and changing things. But if you're going to take something with that much history and change it that much, don't call it that. Call it something else. But that's the perfect example. You had a bunch of people who wanted to read the comics to be those characters, and the director said, no, we're not doing anything like the comics. Which kind of immediately threw a lot of people off.
Yeah.
You had a director doing a movie of this caliber for like the first time, getting arguments, fights. He really did not want to do this movie, apparently. And here's the contrast. That movie, Fantastic Four, it pains me to call it that, versus Deadpool, where director, the lead actor, everyone involved wanting to do this, versus a movie where a lot of people are like, I want to be in a big name film. I want to direct a big name film. As
they want the studio money. Guys, you want to cast people who are invested in your property. It's not that hard. You really want to find out who would be a good fit? Go to Comic-Con. New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, pick your pick. It's really not a big deal. Throw some interns at some anime and gaming and comic conventions. Promise you, it won't cost you that much. Maybe $100 a head. You can use that. It's not a big deal.
Well, maybe a little bit more.
Hold on.
Security.
No, not the actors. I'm talking about interns. Throw your trust me, your interns will do anything. Look where our intern is. Exactly. So, throw $100 some odd per head at a convention. Have them walk around. Make them take notes. Have them ask some questions. You don't need to do a huge survey. You don't even need websites. Seriously, go around. See what celebrities actually show up to Comic-Con and all that kind of stuff. Find out who your fans want to see. You can't use 100% of the data, but I guarantee you, it will help change your demographic to the point where you can get more butts in seats by doing this. Free advice from BS on the Couch to all you studios out there.
Regardless of what property you have.
Seriously, ask your fans. Talk to your fans. Sure, you're going to get some bullshit answers. This is the age of the internet. But, seriously, ask. Everyone who wanted this Deadpool movie is showing you their support by seeing this Deadpool movie.
3 times.
We're talking, we're not, well, I don't know. We're not really getting royalties from doing this video.
We're doing it, we're right now monetized, so it's actually free advertisement for you, and we're telling you it's great, so it's good advertisement.
You want people to see your stuff? Seriously, go on YouTube. Search the name of your property. See what people are saying. You got people who will sing your praises or reveal your demons for you. You don't need to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. It's out there. It's free to you. Take advantage of this. And to just wrap this whole story up, guys, if you haven't seen Deadpool yet, get on that. It was phenomenal from beginning to end. Lots of fun little... If you've read any of the comics, there's a lot to be seen. There's a lot of fun. Especially... Bob? You know what? No. Let's not spoil that. Let's have people enjoy that. So, from BS on the Couch, I'm Doc.
I'm Lefty.
And go see Deadpool, guys.
Francis!